Hi there, this is Shirley Osborne. Welcome to day number 25 of my 30-day challenge. It was my 30-day C challenge for Club Afia in the beginning, and it still kind of is. But the way these things work is that as you progress, as you go through them, they mutate and morph and modify and change and become their own being. And so what has been showing up here is that this is both my challenge for Club Afia, but it's becoming more and more a challenge for myself to get through 30 days of making a video every day. I realize it requires a level of commitment that I am pleased and proud to know that I have. So I am looking forward to the other 5 days, 6 days, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 5 days more. Because once I've done this, I am going to celebrate the fact that I made a video every single day for 30 days. I had planned to pre-record them and then just kind of schedule them. And then thought, no, that's not a challenge. That's not a challenge. The challenge is not to post them every day only. It's to create them, because it's a process, seeing how the days unfold and what they bring. And what today, day number 25, has brought is 7 things every woman needs to know about other women. 7 things every woman needs to know about other women. It's an article I wrote for Elevate a few years ago, and it was published in the Huffington Post. It is shorter, obviously, than I had done it, because, of course, when you write these things, they get edited. And it's really precise, concise. Yeah. So I thought to read it for you because, like I said, I wrote it a few years ago. This was in 2014. So it's 6 years ago almost. But it is still so very relevant, and it is especially because of the work, the direction my work is taking now. My work has always been about women, but in this new dispensation, this new world that is being created around us and around women, and in which women are having to learn how to navigate and maneuver and get around and succeed within, how to operate in and succeed in without losing any of the gains we've made over the years. That is really important to me, that women not come out of this having lost any of the gains that we got coming through the years, because they are hard-earned gains. Women's equality, women's empowerment, women's being able to take back our autonomy and independence and sense of self and our right to ourself. We can't lose those. And our right to leadership, to be among the decision makers and the policy makers and the leaders of every sector of our society. We've made some strides there, and we need to continue them, because bear in mind that as far as some of us have come, there are millions of us that are still way behind when it comes to these rights and responsibilities and this equality and this justice when it comes down to it. And the one thing we don't want to be doing through this is fighting one another. My grandmother told me that years and years and years ago. She told me women look out for one another. Women are not supposed to fight amongst themselves, because all women have the same troubles and we're supposed to help one another. So let me read this for you. 7 things every woman needs to know about, quote unquote, other women. Here are some important facts about a vital and natural bond that too often gets needlessly broken. 1. Other women do like you. Did you know that women are nearly 5 times more likely to show an automatic preference for their own gender than men are to show favoritism for other men? A study conducted by psychologists Laurie A. Rudman, PhD of Rutgers, and Stephanie A. Goodwin, PhD of Purdue, found that both male and female participants associated positive words such as good, happy, and sunshine with women more often than with men. 2. Other women want to be friends with you. Other women know that, as Anna Breslau writes in Cosmopolitan, That whole supporting each other and sticking up for your own kind thing, just being cool, just being a cool, girl-friendly girl on a basic level is awesome. Getting a tight-knit group of female friends is the smartest thing I've ever done in my adult life, and I'd be lost without them. In a group of girls, you don't feel the social element of tokenism, and you don't have to whip out the artifice and posturing that many women feel they need around men. 3. Other women are not envious of you. Lynn Margulies, PhD at PsychCentral.com, finds it, quote-unquote, curious that women have a reputation for being catty and competitive with other women. Women learn that they're not supposed to be competitive and win at the expense of others, so their natural competitive spirit cannot be shared openly, happily, or even jokingly with other women. Often, then, what could have been healthy competition becomes a secret feeling of envy and desire for the other woman's failure, laced with guilt and shame. Thus, concludes Margulies, often what looks like hostile competition between women may instead be women masking feelings of insecurity, fear of success, and healthy aggression. 4. Other women want to help you. You see a lot of companies where the women who are making it are doing everything they can to help the other women, says Christine Silva, lead researcher on a survey from Catalyst, a nonprofit that focuses on women in the workplace. The research also refutes the oft-repeated queen bee myth that women don't help other women. In fact, women sponsor women at a greater rate than men do, 70% compared to 30%. Women are not looking at their female subordinates as competition to be cut down, but view less experienced female co-workers as potential talent and are actually more likely than men to develop that talent through mentorship. 5. Other women can help you make lots of money. Hedge funds run by women tend to perform other hedge funds. A 2013 report by Rothstein Cass indicated that between January 2012 and September 2012, an index of 67 hedge funds owned or managed by women had returns of 8.95%, significantly more than the 2.69% return generated by an index, quote-unquote, designed to be representative of the overall composition of the hedge fund universe. A 2011 Catalyst report found that over the course of 5 years, companies with women on their boards had average returns of equity of 15.3% compared to 10.5% for those without women on their boards. 6. Other women are good for your health. A landmark UCLA study suggests that women possess a larger behavioral repertoire for responding to stress than merely fight or flight. Laura Cousin-Klein, PhD, one of these studies' authors, thinks that when the hormone oxytocin is released as part of the stress responses in a woman, it buffers the fight or flight response and encourages her to tend children and gather with other women instead. While she's engaging in this tending or befriending, more oxytocin is released, which further counters stress and produces a calming effect. 7. Other women might help you live longer. This tend and befriend notion, noted by Dr. Klein and her colleagues, might explain why women consistently outlive men. Women are, quote unquote, a source of strength to each other, explains Dr. Ruth Ellen Josselson, co-author of Best Friends, The Pleasures and Perils of Girls' and Women's Friendships. We nurture one another, she says, and we need to have unpressured space in which we can do the special kind of talk that women do when they're with other women. It's a very healing experience. And then there is this. There really is no such thing as other women. Seriously, get that? Yeah. We express ourselves differently, have hugely diverse talents and preferences, look very unlike amongst ourselves, and speak any number of unrelated languages, but, quote, open quotes, women are women all over the world. Everywhere we face the same challenges, said the participants of the Gender Mainstreaming and Female Leadership course at a Hague Academy conference in Netherlands. Jezebel.com and my grandmother advise, don't tear other women down, because even if they're not your friends, they are women. And, well, this is just important. That's my gift, my offering to you on day number 25 of my challenge. I hope it has been of value to you, and I look forward to talking to you tomorrow on day number 26. Day number 26. Thank you ever so much. Take good care.